Here is the LG G7. Let's talk.
Blue sky walking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up.
What is the deal, beautiful people? My name is Ramon. Welcome to Lifestyles Defined, where we have dope conversations around our favorite passions, technology. This particular video is an AMA, Ask Me Anything, and if you're new here, how this works, you leave your question in the comment section down below and we answer it in upcoming videos. So today's question comes from Rokas, and he says, "Oh man, we miss your content. Smiley face Ramon. You could talk about LG possibly delaying or redoing the LG G7, rethinking their smartphone strategy, and if you think it's a good move. I like it, but I would like to know your opinion." So I did some research here, and two things about this. First of all, if you look at the LG, just LG in general in the smartphone world, they are the king of hit and miss. LG is the king of hit and miss. HTC is the king of falling on their face, and these two just can't get it together. I don't know, and I've been a long time fan of HTC, and they just can't get it together. And I feel like there's a version of me who exists out there in the LG world. But having had a few conversations on the channel with the various LG phones that we've come across in the years, I've come to understand that the LG crowd is a very passionate crowd, and I like that. I think that's dope. But behind that passion is again that disappointment that happens when you talk about these guys sometimes. So I think some of the rumors were that LG was just they sort of just tossed the design out. And instead of pushing it out, which would be around this time this year, they said, no, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's reassess what's happening. I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if you look at the G6 and the G5, and you know these phones had their shining moments, but there was always a reason why there was disappointment, and most of these fans ended up going to the V10 or the V20, right? And the G was supposed to be the flagship series, and for a while there it got confusing, like, well, the V's are balls to the wall, so what's the G's about? Whatever. Maybe it was Samsung's Galaxy to the Note. Maybe that's what LG was going for there. I guess that makes sense now that I say it out loud. But I don't necessarily think this was the issue. LG couldn't get it together. In fact, I think they can. I think they just need a little bit of direction. What I believe happened here was the second bit of rumors I ran up against, which was they are opting to not compete in the cycle with Samsung. And what that means is, if you look at when the G6 was released, the G6 was released with the Snapdragon 831, I think it was, which was it was an older processor, and it wasn't even like the older workhorse processor. And the rumor there was it happened because Qualcomm had been all spent by Samsung. They had no resources to make the 835 for LG, so LG had to settle for a slower processor, which kind of, you know, ended up the way it did. And by them choosing not to go on the same cycle as Samsung, which is what we're seeing now with the Galaxy S9, which has a Snapdragon 845, they're essentially letting Samsung take the first flood of the 845 chips, and they can secure a bunch for themselves. I tend to believe that, and what I like about that particular decision, if it's true, not only do they secure the resources to make the flagship that they deserve to make, and we know they can make, but it's the mind share thing. And this, you see this happening with movies all the time. You see this happening in gaming, and it's just like, why can't every dog get their day? Why does Battlefield need to be released the week before Call of Duty? Why can't they be like 3 or 4 months apart, where I can buy Call of Duty and enjoy it, and then buy Battlefield and enjoy that? You know, there's always this tension that these companies, I don't know, it's like they, you go down Brooklyn, you'll see a Chinese restaurant here, and the Chinese like, guys, there's like 5 blocks over, you could have opened your restaurant, like you would have been okay. There's plenty of space, we can all eat, we can all get it. No, I don't understand this, and maybe it's because I never went to marketing school, so maybe this is a thing, but I like this decision because let Samsung, and let's not be twisted here, Samsung didn't need their day in the limelight. Samsung is going to take it, and you don't get to debate the mind share with Samsung. So LG is already at a loss there. So let Samsung do what they're going to do, and then you come a few months later and say, hey guys, it's the summertime, there's nothing going on, check what we got for you. And then you can own all that space. And you got all that summertime space, because the rumor is, I think it's going to be released in April. So from April to like July, you got all that mind share, that new LG, that new LG, that new LG, before we even start seeing or hearing about a Pixel 3 or a Note 9 or the new iPhone. You know what I mean? So I like that decision. I think that's likely what happened and why we don't see the LG G7 yet. Am I looking forward to it? You know, I just did another AMA where we were talking about how the current landscape of the smartphone market is kind of meh. It's kind of boring. There isn't much going on, and I get it. It's because, you know, it's a very mature industry, and it's not much else to really innovate on. But everyone's struggling to sort of stand out and be special, right? Now everyone's, oh look, we have no bezels, we have tall, skinny, it's easier to hold, and look, we've got dual lenses. Like, I don't know how LG can differentiate themselves. We know that they're going to come with some amazing screen technology. We know they're going to come with the powerhouse. We know the camera's going to be dope. But, like, what else? You guys tell me in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to that LG G7? Let me know. My name is Ramon, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just